Okay. Hello, everyone, again. We've been busy this morning, so this is the third video. So all I'm going to show you in this one is a way to set up these interface, or to set up these the text for these interfaces or the hints for these interfaces in a better manner. So that way, when you want to change the layout, change these values, you don't need to go to the activity itself. We go to one place and then you do it. All right. Now, in the resource folder, so I opened the previous one that we've done, the one that we did the simple calc, and then we take a look at this values folder. The values folder contain one that has an XML file that allow you to enter values that can be used in your application. Basically, it's a dictionary that allows you to put values that you can retrieve in your application and then display them or do something with them in your application. So I'm not going to click on this. I'm going to make this as bigger. And right now, we have only one attribute. These are we call resources. And in one of the labs, we did that. Remember, get resource, and then you put the name of this, this attribute here. So in this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, I'm going to add string. I'm going to get txt text1, okay? I'm going to call it text1, like that. And then I'm going to give it a value, enter number here, right? Do we have a problem here? What's the problem? Oh, because of the name. You cannot have, in the names, you cannot have a space, all right, in the name. So this is one way to do it. So you can add this attribute this way. The other way that you can do it, so you don't have to type anything, you can use a tool called Open Editor here. Do you see this one here? If I click on Open Editor, now I can put these, I see my attributes here, and then I can add other attributes as well. So we did text1, I can put text2. And then I put the default value, enter number 2. Okay, and then I hit OK. So now I added those attributes. If I close this and I go back to my values XML, you'll notice that I added another attribute here. So you can use the editor, or you can use you can type it yourself. We save it. Oops, Command Z. We save it. And now I'm going to go back to that main activity. You see these? What does it say here? Enter N1, enter N2. So now if I want to not use this, and I want to use what I put in that XML values, all I have to do, do you see this button here? You click on it. Now I can select, okay, cancel here, sorry. In the hint, we can select, we should be able to select the fields that I just created. Yeah, do you see those here? So this is text1, and this is text2, and this is the application name. I don't want the application name, I want the text1. So when I hit OK, now what shows up here? Enter number 1. I go to the next one and do the same thing. I will put text2. Now, why did I do this? Why did we do, which one is better? Is it better to do it this way, or better to do it the old way? This way is much better. Why? Because if I don't like this, or if I'm using different languages, maybe depending on the language, I can select different interfaces. All I have to do is just select, change the value from here. So for example, if I go in here, in the string one, and I don't like here, this one, second one says This 1 second says enter number 1, and here it says enter number here. Okay, I don't want that, so I want to say enter number 1 here. So we are consistent, and hit enter, right? If you save it, if you go back to the main activity, notice it changes to enter number 1. So you don't mess with the design every time you want to change the text value. All you have to do, you define those elements in the XML, and then you just reference them in the string XML, and you reference them in any screen you want. If this field appears on the next screen, I don't have to type it in again, or I don't have to mess around with it. It's gonna be consistent, so it is consistent throughout my application. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're done with these 3 exercises today.